Hello, welcome back to another episode. In this episode we're going to be working on this Ford Tourneo. This is in for our 5-year wax is dead package. This includes the glass, the paint and the plastics. In this case we won't be doing the windscreen as this will be being replaced in a couple of weeks time, so it'll be coming back for the windscreen to be redone. But yeah, so obviously on this vehicle there's a lot of little bits which we've got to take note of, such as the plastics along the edge of the paint just here, and the rubbers around the windows. This is where our masking comes in, which we always mention every single time. It's going to be a really nice job to do. There's a few scratches on the side here as well, so we get them out. Hopefully they polish out, but if they don't polish out then we will sand them. But yeah, as always, my name's Daryl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is detailing done properly. If you've got any comments or any questions or anything at all, please leave them down below and I will get back to you. Otherwise you can reach out to us on our socials, emails or WhatsApp, or you can just call us and have a little chat. But anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go from there. Enjoy the video. So then, first things first, on this vehicle the customer has asked us if we can wash the engine bay, which obviously we are more than happy to do. The latch is obviously on the passenger side. So we will just pop the bonnet, have a quick look at what we're dealing with, make sure there's no exposed cables or any belts or anything that we don't want to go anywhere near, like the alternator and things like that. So this is quite a compact engine bay, should be quite relatively easy to clean. There's not a great deal to worry about, let me show you. So as you can see, it is pretty filthy. So we're going to give that a good clean. Get rid of all this crud and everything over here. And do a nice clean tidy job of that. So if you just wait there. So we're not going to use anything too heavy. This is our all-purpose cleaner. Just going to give it a little gentle spray over. And then we will just spray the end of our brush. Give it all a little tickle. Right, so now the engine bay is clean, it's all dry. I've dried it off with the blower as you've just seen. We'll get this shut down and then we will get on to cleaning the exterior of the vehicle. Right, so now we've done the engine bay and that's all clean. We're going to do the exterior of the vehicle. So I have our snow foam ready in the gun. Water's all hooked up. As always, we're on purified water. So I'm going to spray the vehicle down and then that is going to sit for a couple of minutes. Things like all this orange on the tyre, that'll all be gone. You know, we might actually see the tyres go orange because it pulls all the carbon out. Not the carbon. It pulls all the rubbish out of the face of the vehicle, face of the tyre. Come on Dara, wake up. And then once we've done that, we get the vehicle washed with our 2 buckets and then we've got a 3rd bucket for the wheels. Obviously we keep them separate because we don't want any wheel contamination getting into the wash bucket or the rinse bucket, which will then damage the paint. Obviously we are polishing, so I'm not as anal with the washing side of things as I would be if the vehicle was coated, because any marring or any swirls that we may put in there, which is very unlikely anyway, will be polished out. So as I mentioned before, there's a scratch down this side which we're going to get out. There's a few other little bits, but it's nothing too detrimental. This is going to be a good video. The reason it's going to be a good video, well, all the videos are good, but this one's going to be extra special. The customer actually really loves our YouTube channel, same as yourself I guess, because you're watching it. So we're going to film a heck of a lot more than what we normally do. I'm going to try and go into a lot more detail as the customer is very knowledge fed, I would say. He likes to know what's what. There was a lot of questions, good questions. All questions are good questions during the quoting stages. So I want to make this video super special. So we go into a lot of extra depth with things. But yeah, so we're going to crack on with this. You sit back and relax, enjoy that cup of tea, or maybe even a beer or a cheeky little whiskey you've got on the go. And yeah, let's make this happen. And then within probably the next 20 minutes for you and 5 days for me, this vehicle will go from how you see it now to brand new. Well, better than brand new. So let's get the snow foam on, leave that to set for a minute. While that's setting, I'll sort my buckets out and then we can go from there. There we go, so we'll let the snow foam sit for a couple of minutes. So I can already see some orange poking through on the tyres, so I'll show you that now. So as you can see, we've got this little bit of orange in here. I mean, the snow frame's literally been on for a matter of seconds. So after a couple of minutes, that'll all be orange. We'll put all the rubbish out of the tyre. And once we've done that, the tyre will have a nice black appearance. You can also see some mark in the snow foam, even though the vehicle is relatively clean. Right, so we've got this brush here. It's quite stiff. We use this for scrubbing the tyres. So this gets all of the muck and nastiness out. But because it's nylon, if you do happen to touch the face of the wheel, it won't damage it. Right, so now we've washed all the snow foam off, I'm going to go over with our 2-bucket method. So one bucket's got water in and the other bucket's got shampoo with water in, or water with shampoo in, more to the point. So we will do a panel at a time, rinse it off in our rinse bucket, back into the wash bucket which has shampoo in, and that way around. So basically what this means is any contaminants that might be in the wash mitt after doing the panels, I don't know, say you pick up a little bit of grit or something, then hopefully you'll leave it in the rinse bucket, which is the reason to have the rinse bucket, and it's also got a grit guard in the bottom. So anything that falls off the mitt will go through the grit guard and won't come back up into your wash mitt. Here are my 2 buckets. This one has the water with the shampoo in, and this one just has plain water in. Right, so now the vehicle's rinsed down, we're going to polish the glass. Not rinsed down, sorry. Now the vehicle's been shampooed, we're going to polish the glass. So what this is going to do is going to remove any films or any protection that might already be on there. Maybe the customer has put a glass sealant on there because they wanted to be able to see properly when it rains. But we're going to polish the windscreen. For that we use this product here, it's called Glyco. It's a Japanese product. This has got a built-in compound. It's absolutely fantastic. So this is the product here. So what you do is you just give it a little scrub on, like so. And this basically puts the glass back as pure and clean as it can be. We're going to rinse it off with the jet wash and the purified water. Once we've done that, the vehicle's then ready to be dried, and once it's dried, we will then go over it with the drying towel and we will blow out all of the edges, remove any water. Once that's done, we then get onto the masking and then onto the polishing and onto the ceramic coatings. Right, so now we're going to clean the wheels, and here we have our alkaline based wheel cleaner. So I'm just going to spray this on, give it a little tickle with the brush, give it a jet wash, and then it'll all be done. Right, so there we have it. The vehicle is washed, cleaned, the glass is all polished, everything is all ready to go. So we're going to get it on the ramps. Right, so now the vehicle's all washed down, it's all dry, we've dried it all off. I'm going to mask up all the rubbers around the edges of the windows. I'm going to mask up around the edges of the mirrors, and there's a bit of plastic on the front as well. And we're going to go along the silver sidebars so we don't catch that with a polisher and change any textures. As always, I always say about polishing and masking. You shouldn't really polish anything if you're not masking up your rubbers and things, because then you can't get around the edges and you can't get right to the edges of the paint without marking or going over the rubbers. Right, so now the vehicle's all masked up, we're going to move on to the polishing stage. We're going to do a one-stage machine polish. There's a scratch on the other side, which we're going to try and tackle with a little bit of a harsher compound. First of all, we're going to do all the top areas, so the roof, the bonnet, and anything probably above here really, so we'll do the mirrors as well. Once we've done that, we get the ramp set up and we get the vehicle in the air and we do everything all lower down. So we're going to be using a medium cut polish with a medium cut pad on the Rupes 21mm, sorry, on a Rupes 21 LR21 Bigfoot. Right, so everybody loves a little before and after moment, so these lights are quite bad. I don't know how well you can see that. So you've got some marring on this one and some holograms, so somebody has tried fixing this previously. If we go around to the other side, this has a lot of scratches on it. They are quite bad. So I'm going to remove those now. We get that back like brand new. Can you see? Perfect. Right, so now we've polished all of the higher parts, we're going to get the vehicle up in the air. Once it's about eye level with the lower like middle of the door, we're going to polish all down the sides, do the front, do the back bumper. We've already done down to the handle on the rear door, so we're stomping through it polishing wise. There's still that scratch I've got to contend with, but yeah, it's coming along really nicely, and luckily the paint is just glossing up. Like you go over it with the machine, it's just like turning it into like butter. It looks amazing. Vehicle's up in the air, we're going to polish all the lower parts. So I'm going to start on the back, seeing as I've got the small machine in my hand. We'll get this bit done and then we go down the sides, do the front, and then she's all ready for coatings tomorrow. So we've got a scratch all the way down here, another one up here and a little bit on top of the wheel arch. So I'm going to use my Rupes hybrid with the rotary attachment. Just going to whiz along this and try and get most of the damage out, then we go over the whole thing with a medium cut again, so we'll see if we can finish it. Right, so that concludes the machine polishing. So now all the polishing is done, I'm going to take the tape off. Then we're going to leave the vehicle to rest over, well, for the rest of today and tonight. Then tomorrow we come in and we get the unit up to temperature, make sure humidity levels are correct, and then we will get the coating on. So the reason we always do this the day after is down to the paint itself. It's not got anything to do like with temperatures or whatever else, because the paint actually needs to rest until we can put the coating on. and that gives us a perfect substrate for our ceramic. Right, so you might be able to hear a little bit of noise. We have got work going on outside the unit, but I've got the fan on here trying to pull some dry air in because the humidity is a little bit too high at the moment. But I'm just about to get this wiped down with the Wax's Dead Cleaner. This is an IPA based product. This will remove any residues that are left from polish and any oils, anything like that. Once I've done that, hopefully the humidity level would have dropped a bit because we're currently at 71. And I don't like doing it above 68. Excuse me, so we're going to wait until it gets down to 68, then we get the coating on. Right, so now the vehicles are wiped down with the Wax's Dead Cleaner. As I explained, it's an IPA based product. We're going to get the ceramic on, so this is having a 5-year Wax's Dead, so we're going to be using Supreme 2.0. The humidity's just about dropped enough now, so I am going to commence with that. Then we get it all done, and then it'll be finishing touches, and it's pretty much there. Right, so that's this side done. I'm going to jump over the other side, do the same. I'm not going to film the other side because obviously it's identical. I'll film the front bumper, so you'll see me doing that now.